Hi everyone, this is the Spiritual Fashionista. I promised to do a set of videos kind of describing some of the things that we use in the fashion design program. So here I have some of the various books, reading material that we have been required. Some of it we've been required, some of it I just like. So we'll go through it and I'll explain which is which. The first one is a Fashion Designer Survival Guide by Mary Gelhar or Johar. I'm not sure how to say her name, so sorry Mary if you ever see this. But basically, I like this book because it gives the ins and outs of the fashion industry, and it is a real eye-opener for anyone who may think it's all glitz and glamour and fun and just being creative in clothes. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm trying to let you kind of see some of the things in the table of content. Some people think this book is kind of negative. I like it because it's kind of real. Fashion is a business, and a lot of it kind of goes through some of the mistakes people have made in the past, and I personally don't think that's a negative approach. I like to learn from other people's mistakes and have a heads up on what I'm going to experience so that I don't have to make the same mistakes. Of course, we all make mistakes, but at least we don't have to keep making the same ones. So I personally like this book and recommend it. It was not required for class. This next set of books are books that we use in fashion illustration. This first one is called Fashion Design Drawing Course, and it's by Carolyn Tatham and Julian Seaman. I may or may not be pronouncing those names correctly. But this book was not necessarily required for my classes. I think it's recommended in some of the other classes, depending upon which teacher you have. I like it. I found it before I actually started taking fashion illustration, because as you can see, it's a very beautiful book full of pictures and inspirational images, and it also has little things in it that you can do, lots of little things in it that you can do to kind of get out of a creative block should you be experiencing one. I don't know how good or not it is at teaching actual fashion illustration because I'm taking that class now, but I still like this book. The next one is a book I also like. It's a New Fashion Figure Templates by Patrick John Ireland. And I like this book just because it's another way of looking at drawing, and I wanted to make sure that I incorporate movement in my drawings. And I like a lot of different options to kind of choose from. So it's not required, but I like it. This book was required by my fashion illustration class. It's 100 Years of Fashion Illustration, and it's by Callie Blackman. And basically, it's just got 100 years worth of fashion illustration in it. And I think this one was required by class so that we kind of know what's out there, what's been done, and also kind of get some inspiration, and mainly just to know what's out there and what's been done, because you don't want to think that you're doing something completely new and it's been done 20 million, thousand, hundreds, gazillion times before you got there. This book was also required, and it's called Glamour. I think this book is mainly an inspirational book, and I think someone that may have been affiliated with the school that I attend put this book together, and so they kind of work tandem to promote this book. It's a nice book, don't get me wrong, but I can't really see the point of it other than just inspiration. And I like the fact that it combines art and inspiration from lots of different areas. You have fashion, industrial design, and architecture. But the best thing I like about this book is the fact that it was only $3.50 on Amazon, and it had only slight smudges. But other than that, it's a pretty book. It's a nice book, but it's not a major book to have. I think you could probably do without it. This book I've seen required by a lot of different people, a lot of different schools. It's called Nine Heads, and it's by Nancy Riegelman, I think is how you pronounce that. And it's basically a guide to drawing fashion and teaching you the basics of fashion illustration. Kind of technical in the beginning, but really nice book.